This is Dee Dee from Decor. In today's video I'm going to show you how to flock a Christmas tree the easy way without all the mess. You can flock your tree, you can flock a wreath, your garland, whatever it may be. And I have read all kinds of different ways that you can flock a Christmas tree, to snowflake or to soap flakes, and to using a snow kit that's on Amazon, where you wet your tree, you shake the snowflakes on it, and then the snowflakes actually adhere, whatever adhesive they have in that snowflake kit, it adheres to the wet part of the Christmas tree, but it makes large amounts of mess. You have messes all over the floor because of all the loose flour, or the powder that you're flaking all over the place. So it's pretty messy. So I have found a way that you can flock a Christmas tree without all the major mess, with all the flakes all over the place and all the hassle. So the method that I'm going to show you today is just taking cheap white spray paint and taking wall texture. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to start by spraying our tree in a white spray paint. You don't want to get full coverage on it because you want it to look a little bit natural. You want it to, not be totally a white tree. So, and then once we're done with the spray paint, then we're going to apply the sealing texture. And what that sealing texture will do is it'll stick to the sections of the branches, and it'll be a heavier texture as opposed to just a white spray paint. So what I have done, this underneath here is the base of my little 4-foot tree. And I just want to show you here. And I just covered it with plastic because I need this base in order to hold my tree. So I went ahead and I just draped plastic over top, and then I'm going to go ahead and stick the tree back into the base. That way I have something to hold my tree, and I can work around my tree all the way around without having to flip it and having a wet side. So this allows it to dry completely without me having to flip it if I laid it just on the ground. So how I'm going to start is you need to make sure, obviously, you shake up your paint cans, which I've done already. And what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to pull down the bottom layer. So the very bottom layer, I'm going to go ahead and pull down, and I'm just going to make sure that the branches are naturally, I just kind of want to spread them out. You know how when you get your tree out for Christmas, it's all flat and been sitting in the box. So this is kind of what you do, is just kind of go ahead and spread the branches. Okay, now my branches are kind of spread out randomly, and then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and start spraying. We're going to go ahead and start spraying our white spray paint on. And in this, you just kind of want to go ahead and hit it. You may want to hit the tips a little bit heavier. Make sure when you're spraying in a well-ventilated area. You do not want to be in an area where you don't have proper ventilation. Okay, so this bottom layer, I went ahead. Now what I would do is I just want to make sure I've got all the, okay. So then we take, once we see that we have enough of the spray paint on there, we're going to take our texture wall. And the wall texture has this little dial on it, and it goes from heavy to light. So you can kind of change the amount of texture that you want coming out of the can. So from a distance, you just want to hit that texture onto there, and it will dry. Tuck this up in there so it doesn't get the... And there's your first layer. So then the way I'm going to work this tree is then I drop down the second layer, and I keep working up. And then that way, once I'm working up, it kind of, the spray paint and all the texture then will settle on the branches below it as well, and kind of add more dimension as we kind of work our way up the tree. Okay, now we go around, hit the spray paint again. And if you can kind of tell, my tree is actually a brown Christmas tree. It is from Treetopia, is the place that you can order colored Christmas trees. So if you're somebody that doesn't like a standard green Christmas tree, Treetopia would be the place that you can get colored Christmas trees. They come in black, white, pink, purples. Name the color. So you could check out Treetopia as well. So I have another layer of paint, and then I'm just going to hit with the texture. So there you have your flocked Christmas tree. So we're going to let this dry completely, put lights on it and decorate it, and I'll show you the after pictures. But while I have you, I'm just going to quickly go ahead and show you how to flock a wreath as well. Same process, and when you're flocking the wreath, you want to spread all the branches out, widen it out like you want it when it's all hung up, and then just go ahead and hit it with the spray paint. Hit it with the wall plaster, ceiling plaster, wall texture, whatever we call it, and then we let it dry. That's it. That's how simple it is to flock a Christmas tree or a wreath the easy way. All I have to do now is take my plastic and throw it in the trash, and my cleanup is done. I won't have all the flakes and the mess. So thank you for tuning in. Stick around and check out designdecor.com for some more great, helpful, and thrifty DIY tricks. Thank you.